And TSN's Gino Reda joins us live with reaction to today's win for Canada and a look ahead to Sunday's gold medal game. You know, there's something about hockey that loves to toy with our emotions, eh, Gino?
Jamie, I don't get it. We all saw Canada as the pre-tournament favorites. We all figured Canada would get to the gold medal game. But I don't think anybody expected that this is the route. This is the kind of drama that Canada would have to get to in order to get to the gold medal games. You know, let's call them the cardiac Canucks right now. But in fairness, at the end of the day, they adjusted and they got the job done. They made for thrilling finishes, and now they're going to play for gold, Jamie. So what more could you ask for? High drama.
And you know what? They did it without Sidney Crosby. And you have to wonder what kind of effect that had on the team mentally, not just knowing that, you know, one of your best players and, you know, one of the best players in Canadian history is not on the ice, but you want to win it for him and you want to win it for the country.
Yeah, and here's the interesting concept. Wayne Gretzky spoke to James Duthie in the pregame going to the game, and he made a really, really interesting comment. He says, you know what? I think this team is going to miss Sidney Crosby more on the bench and in the room than they're going to miss him on the ice, which I understand, because Sidney Crosby right now was a third-line center, good defensive player, but he wasn't being counted on for the offense. Sidney Crosby, though, was being counted on as the guy who says, guys, we can do this. We can pull through this. We can make it. So they would have missed him in that scenario. But in fairness to them, Connor McDavid, who took over the C on the day, and the rest of the team leadership, they adjusted. They didn't panic. They were in trouble yet again. They were inside the final minute where the game could have gone either way, and Canada could have gone without any shot at the gold medal, but they delivered. And now, Jamie, the question is, with a couple of days rest, could Sidney Crosby back in time for the gold medal game? More drama for us.
And we're obviously waiting to find out who we're going to be playing in that gold medal game. Let's talk about the two different matchups here, the two different scenarios.
Yeah, I think, you know what, we could talk about the two different scenarios, but I think everybody wants to see Team USA. I think on the one side, we all say, okay, you know what, it'd be nice if the Americans got upset in their semifinal this afternoon, that we wouldn't have to face them in the gold medal. But let's be honest, is there a more satisfying win for Team Canada than if they could beat Team USA? The Tkachuk brothers are just salivating for an opportunity to get their shot at Team Canada. Austin Matthews against Mitch Marner, the current Leaf, against the former Toronto Maple Leaf. Again, we're looking for drama. If you want more drama, then look for Team USA, because I don't think you could ask for a better Olympic final than Canada versus the USA.
And I don't want to bring politics into the sports, but it's hard to ignore that this big looming cloud over what's happening between Canada and U.S. with the ongoing tariffs. We got some more news today from the Supreme Court regarding those tariffs. So, you know, it's just kind of adding to the drama and how this tournament is playing out for Canada and potentially a Canada-U.S. gold medal match.
Yeah, and here's the interesting thing. This is already a rivalry that's one of the best in sport, that's certainly one of the best in all of hockey. We didn't need more fuel on the fire, but to your point, there is more fuel on the fire right now, and how much more so would Canada? I think initially, if Canada clinched the gold medal and won the gold, we'd all be thinking, yay, Canadian hockey. And then after a little while of breathing, we go, yay, Canada in general, not just Canadian hockey, but hooray for Canada in general. I think Canadians would like that.
You also have to wonder, given the comeback from today, you know, that inspires momentum. It inspires, you know, perseverance, and you have to wonder and hope that that's just going to carry in to the gold medal match.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And here's what I would say: the Canada went into this tournament. People were thinking, okay, they've got the most speed, they've got the most skill in the entire tournament, and that's how they're going to win the event, scoring a lot of goals off the rush, off breaks. But that's not the way Canada is winning, not the way Canada's been winning in the quarters and now the semifinals. They faced two really tough defensive teams, and Canada adjusted its style of play, said, we know now they're trying to clog the neutral zone. We know now they don't want to let us rush the puck. So let's put some traffic in front of the net. Let's put some bodies in front of the opposing goaltenders. UC Saros got run over a couple times today, and that helped Canada score. Canada was not expecting to have to use traffic and congestion in front of the net in order to win, but they did that. They adjusted. Their strategy had to completely change. And I think this sends a message to Team USA, because the Americans would have wanted to do exactly that, is slow Canada down. And the message to Team USA, if Canada faces the Americans in the gold medal game, Canada's basically saying, we can win this game using speed, or we can win this game using physicality. Let us know how you want to play, and we'll play you that way.
And before I let you go, Gino, in the event that we do face Slovakia, what is the biggest concern there? What's the biggest challenge?
Again, the Slovakians were going to play a much more similar style to what the Czechs and to Czechia is playing and to what the Finns playing. Basically, clog the neutral zone, slow everybody down. Macklin Celebrini had a game-high 8 shots on net. He's still getting his shots on net. Connor McDavid still had his opportunities. The Canadian power play was still successful. Slovakia will have to basically just try to do its absolute best to slow this game down to a grind. Because if you're trying to go toe-to-toe with a fast team that's way faster than you, you can't win that way. So that would be the Slovak strategy. But again, I think Canada has shown they can play either way. They've certainly proven it through the quarters and the semis now.
I can tell you the anxiety in the newsroom just dropped about 100%. So it's turning out to be a great day. TSN's Gino Reda, always great to chat with you. Have a great weekend. We'll talk soon.
Thanks, Gene.